Welcome back, Plug Nation. Today, we have a very important NBA 2K21 Next Gen video. It's going to be about Green Machine Hall of Fame. How good this badge is right here. By the way, these are the shooting badges that I'm going to be using in today's video. I had to take some off to use Green Machine, but this is what mainly I'm using right here. Green Machine Hall of Fame, for those of you that don't know what Green Machine is, gives an additional shot boost when consecutively achieving excellent releases on jump shots. So you're able to theoretically green more shots after each and every green. It's going to be able to let you green more and more in that perfect green window because there's a very small time in your shot which lets you green. So when you green, it's going to expand that and let you green more shots. Not necessarily more, but have a bigger window on being able to green. So today we're going to be going to the twos court. Drop a like on this video. Let's get into it. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. And let's do it. I want to show you all real quick. After my second Green Machine popped up in this game right here. But that doesn't mean that it works after your first green. Because on 2K21 current gen, a lot of people said that it showed up after their first shot. So when they greened it and then shot another one, it popped up. But then 2K Labs did a test and they figured out that Green Machine actually does not even work until you take your third jump shot. So on 2K21 current gen, after I figured that out, I was telling people that Green Machine is not really a badge you probably want to use because it takes so long. You have to green 3 shots in a row theoretically for it to actually even work. So I'm not sure, because 2K Labs hasn't tested it on this game yet, if it works after the first green or after the second one. I just wanted to show you guys that it did pop up after my second shot. Now in this right here, I'm going to be ISOing. I'm going to be greening up. You guys know when I'm in the ISO, it's GG's. I love to ISO. It's so much more fun than just running and fading every single play and taking the screens and stuff. But I have to do that for my boy 6 when I'm playing with him. Now this is going to take me 2 to 3 gameplays. There's going to be 4 in this video to explain everything I have to say, whether you should use the badge or not, whether it's good enough for you to use depending on how many shooting badges you have. Also, obviously Green Machine is going to be a decent badge, but should you use it? Is there other badges you can use on the build? That's what we're also going to be talking about as well. It's not a trash badge at all, but there's some things you have to know, how like in the current gen testing, it doesn't work until your third jump shot. So if you're playing Park and you don't have a lot of shooting badges, no, you should not be using Green Machine because it's going to take you 3 greens anyway, most likely. I'm not sure if it works after the first one, guys. I'm just going off the current gen testing in order for it to even start working when you can use other badges that are going to work right away. Like, let me say, catch and shoot if you're a spot up, or corner specialist, or deep range 3, something like that. It's really going to help you out right away on your first shot. It doesn't take 3 greens for it to kick in. So you guys see right here, drop a like on this video if you've seen me playing differently than most people do. I don't play like everyone else does when I'm in the ISO. I like to do creative things, tricky things. You know, obviously the gameplay is going to look a little bit the same, but I like to switch it up. I like to do the spins. I like to do a step back, you know, stuff like that. So guys, drop a like if you see a little bit of uniqueness, because this game, there's not a lot of moves, but I'm trying for you all, okay? I definitely am. So a quick answer, whether you should use Green Machine is going to be a no, but just like my 2K21 video on if you should buy it or not, there's multiple yeses and there's multiple no's. So the reason why I personally am not going to be using Green Machine is because I have the perfect amount of badges for what I like to do. I like my corner specialist on Hall of Fame so I can run to the corner and fade and shoot efficiently. Plus, difficult shots only works for 2s. So I'm not going to use difficult shots because to me, that's a waste of a badge. Most of the time when I'm fading a 2, it's in the corner. So if I have on corner specialist, that's going to give me a boost also when I'm shooting the mid ranges. So I feel like that's 2 badges in one, having on corner specialist right away. You guys see what I'm saying? So I'm basically just telling you guys, I have the perfect of badges that I need for my gameplay that I like to shoot efficiently. So it really depends on what you want to do. Also, if you're a Pro-Am player, rec player, whatever it is that is a long-lasting game, Green Machine is going to be godly for you unless you're not a good shooter. Most people that play rec and Pro-Am though are pretty darn good shooters. But also remember, if you're not taking a lot of shots, there's still no reason to use it. Because let's say you shoot 4 to 5 shots a game on average. You sit in the corner, you're a spot up, something like that. It's only going to work for 1 or 2 of those shots in the game. Only if you're really taking the ball down and shooting lots of shots a game should you be using it in other game modes as well. So you have to be very careful with what badges you're choosing on this game, because like Green Machine, you don't want to use something that's not going to work until halfway or 3/4 into the game. You guys see what I'm saying? So if you are the main ball handler and you have over 20 to 25 shooting badges, yes, that is something you should think about using Green Machine. If I was in the rec Pro-Am, I would definitely be using Green Machine if I was trying to really efficiently win games, because it's going to keep adding up. And just so you guys know, how I was saying in the intro with the window, all I mean by the window is you have more time to green your shot with Green Machine. So the more you keep greening, the more it lets you be able to green your shot. So you're going to be able to green shots that are outside of the normal window. It's going to expand the time when you can release the shot, where normally if you would have released it in that time period, it would have given you a slightly late or slightly early. So it just opens it up more and more for each and every shot. So another reason why you shouldn't use it if you're confident in your shot is if you're already in the pure green window, because this game has a pure green window, which we'll talk about in just a second. Then you shouldn't have to even worry about expanding your window when you're already timing your shot correctly. You see what I'm saying? So if you're already timing it correctly, Green Machine's not even going to do anything, because this game has a green window that is pure, just like 2K19. So theoretically, not all the time, for sure, but in testing, you can green 100% of your shots, depending on how many badges you have, jump shot boost, hot spots, all that type of stuff factored together. If you have the right stuff, you're actually able to green 100% of your shots. That's why you see these crazy shots where it's 50% contested, 60%, because what that person did when they green it, by the way, only if it's a green, sometimes some crazy stuff goes in its whites, but if they green it, that means they got it in the pure green window, a tiny split second, millisecond that they released it, where the shot is actually able to green 100% of the shots. So it really just depends on so many different factors whether you should even use this badge or not, but usually it's going to come out to no. All right, but sometimes you might want to go ahead and throw it on, depending on what you're doing. Okay, so it's so many different factors that determine if you should use it or not. The next one is going to be, do you even worry about when you do shoot a white? So if you're a pretty good shooter and you're getting close to that green, usually when you're a few shots in, and you shoot that white, you're most likely going to make that. In this game, you make a lot of whites. So do you need Green Machine when you make a lot of whites? I honestly don't think so. So I can be 2-3 shots in, that ups your stats. Every time you make a shot, your stats go up. When you use takeover, your stats go up. You're going to be making whites. If you get dime the ball, if your teammate has on floor general, there's so many different things, hot spots, jump shot boost, that makes and increases your chances of, making your shots. So it really just depends, man. But to be honest, I definitely wouldn't even think about it unless you're over about 20 shooting badges. Yes, over 20, because there's so many other ones that you can use. Like I said, it's going to help you right away. So it really depends on what you want to do at the end of the day. If you have 25 to 30, definitely that's one that you can easily use. If you're not wanting to do the corner specialist thing like I do, yes, throw on Green Machine. If you have 22, 23 and you're not wanting to do the corner specialist thing, Green Machine is the next badge up after Hot Shot, Deadeye, all of those. But you want to make sure that you have one of the key ones that's going to help you with every single shot. You see what I'm saying? My Hot Shot, that's what gets me takeover. Also, the faster my takeover goes up, even without takeover, like you see I make one shot and I've got halfway to takeover or a little bit over, that's going to boost my attributes even more. So if I do shoot a white, that's going to go in as well, just like just like right there in the gameplay. So many whites go in. Do you even need to worry about when you do shoot the white? You see what I'm saying? There's so many things, but usually, unless you're the main primary ball handler, I would definitely not recommend using the badge, okay? It's really up to you at the end of the day, and usually, like I said, if you're shooting threes, a lot of people shoot threes in this game as well. They only shoot threes. Most of the shots in the game are three-pointers, and if you take a two, 99% of the time, it's a dunk, so it's not even going to give you progress towards your Green Machine. Now, the last thing I'm going to say is, you do see how I showed you in the beginning how it shows up after your second shot. I do believe, just like in current gen, that 2K is letting you know that now Green Machine is on. Not that it means after the second shot or after your first green, it's going to work, because just like on 2K's test, it only works after your third shot on current gen. So why would 2K change it? It's the same badge. It's, you know what I'm saying? But every single year, people have really said the Green Machine is the best. In 2K20, Green Machine was amazing. But I don't think in 2K21 current gen, it's worth it at all, unless you have like 25 or more shooting badges, like I just said, guys, or 20 plus, something like that. And definitely not on next gen as well. So think about it, guys. It's your boy Badge Plug. You have been plugged in. Hit that subscribe button if you're new, and I'm out. Peace.